Test. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming down to our Cryptalk. This is our 26th Cryptalk, and actually the last in Vietnam this year. So I think January, right? January we'll be actually resuming our Cryptalk offline events. Predominantly we have a lot of offline events just to encourage more Web3 users to come together to discuss more about the blockchain and the current market sentiment also. And yeah, I know we do have an awesome lineup of speakers to actually share their innovations, their projects to the community. And we actually, right now, we are live also. We have online. We will actually share the link for you guys to actually take a look online also. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys enjoy the night. And yeah, it's a very cold weather. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello mọi người, chắc mình nói chuyện tiếng Việt cho nó tình cảm tại toàn Việt Nam, anh em Việt Nam. Thì mình giới thiệu một chút thì Coinstore bên mình là bên mình thì định vị là một sàn initial launch. Bên mình không phải là chỉ mỗi là listing bên mình không phải là chỉ một listing partner mà là bên mình định vị bên mình là một launching partner, support các project là không phải chỉ mỗi listing mà là support project grow từ 0 lên 1, còn không phải là một sàn mà support là build từ 1 lên 10, không phải là scale mà là support từ các cái bước đầu tiên. Thì Coinstore thì là sàn centralized exchange, bên mình thành lập đến bây giờ là được tròn 3 năm, và bên mình ấy là có 200 nhân viên ở khắp các nước, tập trung là ở châu Á, châu Âu và châu Phi, Nam Mỹ nữa. Cho đến thời điểm hiện tại thì là Coinstore bên mình là có 4 triệu user, thì bên mình grow khá là nhanh, một trong các sàn grow nhanh nhất ở trong Asia. Thì giờ này của năm ngoái thì bên mình mới chỉ có 2 triệu 3 user thôi, nhưng mà trong vòng một năm vừa qua thì là grow gần như là gấp đôi. Và hiện tại là bây giờ đang có hơn 500 project là đang list ở trên Coinstore. Coinstore thì là tập trung ở các cái thị trường mới nổi, support các project acquire thêm user ở các thị trường mới nổi. Bởi vì bên mình muốn tập trung là vào các cái tệp user mới, chứ không phải là mình đào lại các cái tệp user cũ. Đây là cái mission của bên mình, là một cái sàn giúp project là launch đầu tiên. Thì cái mission này là bên mình là tập trung đến cái việc là cái security, là support ở bên sàn bên mình là không tập trung vào cái việc gọi là pump and dump project, và các cái users mà khi trade ở bên Coinstore ấy, thì là sẽ không bị bên mình là chưa bao giờ bị hack và bị mất tiền cả. Rồi tiếp nữa là bên mình sẽ tập trung vào việc gọi là build lâu dài. Bên mình là một trong các sàn ít, thông thường mọi người sẽ thấy là các sàn centralized exchange bây giờ thì người ta sẽ incorporate, là người ta thành lập ở công ty ở một cái đảo gì đấy, nhưng mà bên mình hướng đến gọi là cái thị trường này nó sẽ hợp pháp hóa lâu dài. Vì vậy cho nên là bên mình là thành lập công ty, rồi cũng có trụ sở chính ở Sing luôn. Sơ qua thì đây là tệp user của bên mình. Thì daily active user thì bên mình có khoảng hơn 100.000 daily active users. Về social network thì là bên mình là có khoảng bên mình thì có social tập trung ở hai cái là Twitter và Telegram. Ngoài ra thì bên mình cũng có các kênh YouTube, và đang serve là ở trên 175 quốc gia trên thế giới. Và liên quan đến về việc thì vừa chia sẻ là bên mình không phải chỉ mỗi là listing partner mà là còn là một bên support project grow. Thì là bên mình có thể support project về các cái chiến lược marketing khá toàn diện, thì bao gồm là các cái việc là book các cái bài PR. Thì các cái bài PR này là không phải là chỉ mỗi bên mình là book cả các cái bên Tier 1 Media Outlet ở cả truyền thống như là Yahoo Finance rồi Bloomberg, rồi kể cả các cái bên Media Outlet của các cái crypto nữa, ví dụ như Coindesk. Ngoài ra hơn nữa ấy, là còn có thể support các projects là book các cái báo địa phương. Ví dụ như là anh em mà muốn tập trung ở thị trường triển khai ở các cái thị trường như là thị trường Ấn Độ hoặc là thị trường Indo hoặc là thị trường Hàn Quốc, các cái thị trường mà tiếng Anh người ta cũng không phổ biến lắm, thì bên mình là có thể triển khai được với cả các cái bên các cái tờ báo địa phương đấy, để có thể gọi là dịch sang các cái tiếng địa phương của họ để giúp gọi là có cái exposure lớn hơn. Thì sơ qua là đây là các cái bên, hai bên, ba cái bên này là các cái bên về truyền thống và các cái bên báo Tier 1 của crypto. Cũng chia sẻ là Coinstore thì hướng đến việc gọi là hợp pháp hóa, thì bên mình cũng có ký các cái partnership với cả các cái bên chính phủ. Ví dụ như đây là các chính phủ về Philippines, còn đây là các bên chính phủ về Indonesia. Thì các cái project nếu mà muốn thành lập công ty ở các nước như là Singapore thì bên mình cũng có thể support về các cái thành lập công ty, và kể cả cái việc support về việc tiếp cận với các bên chính phủ thì bên mình cũng có thể support. Đây là các cái hệ thống KOL network exclusive của Coinstore. Thì mọi người cứ hình dung Coinstore sẽ là một bên mà giống như là đại lý, tức là bên bán buôn. Còn đâu nếu mà project mà đi book các KOL thì sẽ là các KOL sẽ làm việc với một project thì sẽ là họ bán lẻ, và đôi khi các cái giá hoặc là các cái chất lượng của họ sẽ không được tốt lắm. Nhưng mà khi mà làm việc với project mà làm việc với Coinstore ấy, thì Coinstore là bên mà có cái mạng lưới network về KOL rất là rộng. Các cái KOL nào mà triển khai mà không được tốt lắm thì là Coinstore đã loại. Thì toàn bộ các cái bên KOL network mà muốn join vào bên Coinstore ấy, thì là sẽ phải đạt các cái tiêu chuẩn. Vì vậy cho nên là nếu mà project mà book KOL qua Coinstore ấy, thì các cái KOL đấy là đã được verify, và về mặt giá cả thì cũng rất là cạnh tranh so với việc là tự triển khai. Các cái event thì là Coinstore là cũng là một bên khá là active khi mà triển khai rất là nhiều các cái event ở trên rất là nhiều loại event khác nhau, là kể cả các cái event offline và online. Đấy, ví dụ như là các cái expo lớn thì rất là nhiều các expo, hầu như các expo mà quan trọng nhất thì Coinstore cũng đều tham gia. Và Cryptalk là các cái buổi như thế này. Thì Cryptalk thì các cái buổi offline event như thế này thì là Coinstore sẽ tổ chức khoảng từ 7 cho đến 10 buổi offline event kiểu như thế này hàng tháng ở trên rất là nhiều nước. Thì rồi có các cái buổi live streaming. Live streaming thì là ví dụ như buổi này thì cũng sẽ live stream. Tức là ngoài những các cái participant này ra thì cũng sẽ có các cái user online, họ cũng sẽ tham gia, họ cũng thể xem được project. Các cái buổi CS Connect là các cái buổi nó có các cái size nó bé hơn, nó tầm khoảng loanh quanh 40 người tham gia, cũng tổ chức ở rất là nhiều quốc gia. Đây là các cái expo mà Coinstore tham gia. Thì trong năm nay thì Coinstore tham gia khoảng tầm loanh quanh hơn 20 các cái expo lớn nhỏ trên thế giới. Đây là các cái buổi CS Connect triển khai ở rất là nhiều nước. Thì cái việc này là Coinstore đã triển khai từ tháng 7 năm ngoái là bên mình đã bắt đầu triển khai rồi, và cứ hàng tháng là đều đặn là từ 7 cho đến 10 các cái buổi offline event như thế này ở các quốc gia. Ngoài các cái buổi offline event như thế này thì là bên mình có thể fully customize, là bên mình có thể tổ chức các cái buổi ví dụ như là các cái buổi university tour, là đến các cái trường. Thì các cái buổi offline event thì là có thể customize rất là nhiều kiểu khác nhau. Đây là các cái buổi livestream AMA ở trên cái nền tảng của Coinstore. Thì rồi. Có một cái điều mà mình muốn highlight một tí xíu là trong các cái buổi CS Connect như thế này ấy, thì các project ấy là ví dụ như là mọi người mà muốn penetrate vào một cái thị trường nào đấy, ví dụ như là penetrate vào thị trường Philippines hoặc Ấn Độ hoặc là Indo chẳng hạn, thì ngoài các cái cách mà thông thường mọi người làm ấy là mọi người book các cái bài báo PR, mọi người có thể book các cái KOL kiểu như vậy, thì ngoài ra hơn nữa thì mọi người có thể là làm việc cùng với cả Coinstore là triển khai các cái buổi offline event kiểu như thế này ở rất là nhiều nước khác nhau. Thì Coinstore là có thể support mọi người là build branding, tại vì đôi khi các project mà build branding qua online thì có thể là các kênh đấy nó cũng chưa hiệu quả, nhưng mà cái build offline thì nó sẽ hiệu quả hơn. Rồi tiếp nữa là có thể support project kết nối với rất là nhiều các bên khác nhau, ví dụ như là có thể giúp các project kết nối với cả các cái bên quỹ chẳng hạn, Animoca hoặc là Emugo Foundation. Thì các cái bên đấy là ví dụ như là các bạn mà muốn kết nối với các quỹ thì mình cũng có thể tư vấn là các cái nước này thì là các cái quỹ họ ở đấy, thì bên mình có thể support là triển khai các cái buổi offline event kiểu như này và mời đến các cái buổi offline event như này là các cái bên quỹ, rồi để mà mọi người có thể trao đổi với cả nhau. Hoặc là các bên nếu mà muốn làm về game, muốn kết hợp với các bên về gaming guild, thì nếu mà bây giờ mà mọi người gửi một cái thông điệp online hoặc là gửi tele gì đấy với họ thì chưa chắc là họ đã xem, nhưng mà các bạn mà muốn kết nối với họ thì bên mình có thể mời các bên đấy đến các cái buổi offline event như thế này. Partner thì có thể rất là rộng, có thể là gaming guild, có thể là có thể là rất là nhiều bên khác nhau. Thì nếu mà mọi người cần tổ chức các buổi offline event như thế này thì có thể liên hệ với cả tất cả các cái BD Coinstore ở đây. Ok, thì phần trình bày mình đến đây là hết. Cảm ơn mọi người.
And now we would be coming to one of our joining projects. They will come on stage now, present themselves. One of their team members flew 30 hours only to join the event here today. Please come on stage.
All right, thank you. So, should we sit or is it okay to walk around?
Check,
Alright.
check, 1 2 1 2. Hello, how's everybody doing? Yay! It's Saturday night, and we're ready to go.
All right. Can we move to our presentation? All right,
Let's see. All right, y'all. Oh, look at that.
Okay.
We're here. That's it.
this one. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. So good evening, everyone. So, thank you for having us here. We are really excited, and yeah, Doug flew for more than 25 hours just to be here with us. So, before we dive in, let me ask a simple question. How many apps do you have on your phone right now? Interesting, right? So there are a lot of apps that we need in order for us to do the things that we need to do on a daily basis. And this is what we're trying to solve here. Our mission is to build a link service hub where businesses can be easily visible within the Telegram app, and users will have different options or services to choose from. And in order for us to do this, creating a future where it seems like the businesses and users are seamlessly connected. So we have actually 5 principles here. So we have innovation, we have user-centric design, partnership for growth, security and reliability, as well as global connectivity. All right. So when we're talking about innovation, so a good testament here is that the Links team was just recently accepted from the Microsoft Startup Program. So it's hard to be accepted there. And Microsoft is offering us, actually they are offering us a lot. So they are giving us up to $150,000 worth of Microsoft products, subscription credits. and they are also giving us. I'm very excited about this. Is unlimited one-on-one meetings with them. So meeting with the Microsoft engineers, meeting with different marketing guys. So that is for the innovation. So we need to be constantly evolving. We need to ensure that we are up to date with the trend. When we're talking about the user-centric design, a good testament here is the Deadshot bot that we launched, I think more than a month ago. That is currently on public beta, so everyone here can also test that. So in terms of success, I would say that we were able to onboard a lot of users. Most of them have no bot experiences. So without using the documentations that we created, they were able to navigate the app. And that is a testament of how we are building things. All right, the third is partnership for growth. So we know the strength of collaboration. And that is also the reason why we put the partnership as one of the core pillars of Links. So we want to build good partnership with different businesses. We want to, and in return, those businesses will have the visibility within Telegram, and as well as it will also benefit the different users, since we will be able to offer different types of services for them. And then security and reliability. So, I mean, we are currently working with Azure DeFi. So we've been working with them and ensuring that all the smart contracts that we are deploying are properly audited, especially the staking contracts. So we actually we received the approval from the Azure DeFi recently for our staking contracts. I mean, we know staking is something that people will lock their tokens or their money there, and we need to ensure the security of the community. So we are taking security as something that is for us critical and paramount. And the last thing is global connectivity. So creating a seamlessly connected business and user relationship is what we're aiming. The businesses can easily be visible within Telegram. I mean, anyone in the world can utilize the services if it is within Telegram itself. All right, so this is our team. This is not yet updated, by the way. So we onboarded another developer. We are expanding. So yeah, I'm Cyrus. I'm from the Philippines, and we have here Patrick. So he's the CMO, and we also have Chapo, our senior advisor, and Casey from Dubai is our product manager, and we also have Misha and Timur from Uzbekistan, developer and designer, and we have Semi from, I think, US. So he's our in-house blockchain developer. And we recently onboarded one from Pakistan, which is Usama. So we are a diverse team. So I'm the only one here in from the Philippines. But yeah, so we are a small team right now, but we are expanding. So we are still looking for developers needed in order for us to utilize all the benefits that was given by Microsoft. All right, so for the discussion about the whole ecosystem of what we're trying to build here, so Doug will be discussing that.
Cyrus, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for being here. As mentioned, I had flown in from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the States, 30-something hours, but it was very important to be here tonight. Very excited. Been in the space about 7 years. I have the host of the Big Dog Crypto Podcast. My first guest was CZ from another exchange, but would love to have the CEO of Coinstore on. That's my goal. And Cyrus and I met about 6 months ago. Let me back up. We met longer, but about 6 months ago we started talking and saying, what is a project that we could do that would be absolutely amazing? Now, people are aware of the Telegram bot projects, right? We are a Telegram bot, but our goal, and to be very, very clear, is to be much, much bigger. Now, let me ask you a question real quick. I'm going to go into this, but of everybody in here, how many people in here have bought concert tickets? Please raise your hands. Okay. How many people in here have bought concert tickets or tried to, and you go to get them, but the scalper's bot got it before you could, right? You're trying to get tickets to Taylor Swift or Drake or Diplo or whoever, and you're there first thing, 10 a.m., whenever it goes on sale, and guess what? You got row 78 in the back. You go, what's going on? What we've come up with here, very, very excited, is a way to circumvent and give you a chance to get front row, first thing, and you get to beat the scalpers bots. Because we all know in this world, in this environment, it's very competitive, and you want to have an edge. That's what we're working on. So when you look at this, platform as a service, our goal, just like it says, streamlining digital connectivity through our messaging link service hub. Now, we simplified the integration for businesses with the APIs that we can go and we can tap into, and we can work with them to make sure that our bot, Deadshot, which is the name of the bot, by the way, Deadshot, because you have a Deadshot to get exactly what you want, and make sure that we can go ahead and offer a comprehensive platform providing a diverse range of services in one centralized hub. Now, just like it says right there, and Cyrus asked earlier about the apps. How many apps you have in your phone? You probably have a lot, right? We all do. We all have oh my gosh, look at my phone. I've got 78 apps, and I'm using maybe, a third of them, right? If even that, okay? Say goodbye, bye-bye, to app clutter. Our solution removes the necessity, as it says, for managing various applications. Now, you look at Web 2, you look at Web 3, we all know that it's growing, like it says right here, converge the realms of Web 2 and Web 3 in a unified space as we foster innovation and seamless connectivity. The bottom line is that everything's changing in the world. It's going at lightning speed. We want to go ahead and put the availability of getting in there first, right? Being first mover advantage from everybody else, from the other computers to you, because we have made it to where we take our technology and put it in your hands so that you're able to do something quicker than anybody else, and they can't front run you anymore. So that is the goal. Lynx Tech is building to be one of the biggest technology companies on the planet. We feel very, very comfortable we can do that, and we have the team to do it, and we're very excited to be here. So I want to thank you very, very much. We ask you to go to lynxtech.io, check us out. If you're doing the Telegram bot stuff, please go ahead, join our beta. We'd love that. But follow us on Twitter, and we're very, very excited about the direction we're going in. So we appreciate that. Okay, man.
Sure.
Okay, so development roadmap, just to kind of run through this real quick, because look, any sort of project that you're in, and of course all of you know crypto, as we always say, we know crypto, but most of our family and friends don't really know crypto, right? We have a roadmap, very, very important, to make sure we do this. So right now, phase one, as it says, trading bot, DEX sniping feature, Web3 escrow, Visa card. We'll be rolling out a Visa card, which will be virtual Visa card coming out this month, January, a physical, actual Visa debit card that you can use, because one of the big things we all know when it comes to crypto, we love what it is, but when it comes to adoption to where you can use it in different areas, we want to make that easy. So you can use your links, and you can go ahead and use it wherever Visa is accepted, and that's very important. Physical Visa card coming out in January, right in time for Christmas. So if you want to get some links, and hey, let your grandmother, what's going on with that crypto? Well, guess what? Here's a Visa card, grandmother. You can go ahead and buy some flowers or whatever you want. You can do that, or buy something for your grandmother. That'd be nice too. Phase two, as it says, chart analysis, contract analysis, Ticketmaster bot, which is very important. We just talked about that. We are first mover advantage. Nobody else is doing that. eBay auction too. Think about when you talk about the bot, the sniping, when it comes to eBay, getting in there once again, getting in there, first mover advantage. That's the goal. Centralized exchange sniping bot Coinstore. Hey. Coinstore, we all know, is becoming one of the biggest exchanges. Absolutely fantastic reputation. And as we look to work with them, very excited to be on Coinstore, which, by the way, was our first centralized exchange. We picked them specifically. Please, let's give a big round of applause for Coinstore, please. Come on. Because, look, they have put on 26 of these Cryptalks. They've done amazing all over the place. And when we looked at exchanges, we said, you know what? We want to be on Coinstore first, and we appreciate them having us on. So we appreciate that. Phase 3, stock market. Whoa, yes, we're going in that direction too. Like we said, we want to really build this up. Service Hub D-App, Service Hub website, Links Connect app. You know, the bottom line is that we want to make this the #1 bot, not just for Telegram, but also for many, many other areas. Cyrus, let me let you jump in there.
Actually, for the Coinstore, so I'm not sure if we're allowed to share that, although we already submitted the proposal. But yeah, I mean that's our intent. We want to make sure that we can tap the other side of the crypto, which is there are folks who like centralized exchanges. There are also folks who who wants to be within the decentralized exchange. So giving options to all these folks within within their phone, within the Telegram messaging app, is something that we are looking forward to.
Absolutely.
All right. So in terms of monetization, so this is these are not yet set to stone, but these are the I would say the estimate. So it is common for the trading bots to have a service fee. So for the service fees, we're calling it transaction. So we have sniping bot, we have trading bot, and then we have the escrow. So the idea is, for example, you have $1,000 transaction. So there's gonna be part of since you're using the platform, so 0.5 up to 1% is gonna be the transaction fee for that. So in terms of the transaction fees, these will fuel the revenue, the rewards for our community. So we are rewarding them on a weekly basis, and this will also help the company to expand. So this will fuel our growth as well. And we are also looking for fixed transaction service fees. So for the Ticketmaster bot, the auction bot, so it's gonna be sort of a flat rate. And then the monthly subscription. So the chart bot and the smart contract analysis. So these are within the pipeline, and we are going to utilize the Microsoft AI technology in order for us to be as competitive as possible. All right, Doug, would you like to share the achievements?
Yeah,
so what we have?
2023 achievements. And by the way, the Microsoft Founders Program, less than 5% get accepted into that. So we're very, very excited about that, which is why we bring that up, because why would you not? It's Microsoft. It's very cool. 2023, Crypto Cart. You can use Crypto Cart to buy stuff. Amazon, eBay right there, through Crypto Cart. Relax and comfort. Now, this is very interesting. Everybody here has been in crypto. How often can you go into a store in a city in the United States, Tampa, which is a major city? There is a store, Relax and Comfort, in Tampa. Major store, has fantastic recliners. No, I'm not selling recliners, but you can go right now to Tampa if you want to get on a plane. Go to Tampa, fly 30 hours, because Tampa's about, a few hours from New Orleans. I tell you, it's a little ways away. And you can buy a very nice recliner with links, and I'm saying, because it's interesting, because that is real world adoption where you can use your crypto to buy something. So I'm just saying, you want to get a recliner for your for Christmas, go get one. Pal AI, I'm sure you've heard of Pal AI. It's been doing really well. We have integrated with them. Now available, of course, as you say, on Kleros, CoinRanking, Coinstarts, Codex.
These are data integrators, and
Yeah.
we are also listed on
On the Gecko.
CoinGecko,
Yeah.
Zerion,
Yeah.
CoinCheckup, and especially on Coinstore.
Coinstore, yes. Once again, I'm sorry, because they have done if you look at the food out there, it's been amazing. Everybody's got it. one more round of applause for Coinstore, please. Come on. I mean,
Yeah.
they've really, and they got coins. They've gone all out, and this is why Cryptalk has been very successful. They've done well with this. Also, Blockchain Expo, we were happy to be there with Coinstore in London. They had links. They had us there. So, you know, our goal is to be out there and make 2024 fantastic. We ask you to watch us, and please follow our progress. We'd appreciate that.
All right. So another set of achievements we have. So we lock the liquidity until January 2025. So this shows our commitment to the community.
We're not going anywhere. We're
Yeah.
here. Like, we're here.
So we are also doing the multiple reward system. So we are rewarding the community based on the trading tax, as well as eventually from the service fees platform service fees that we will implement. We are also doing I think twice a month tax discount. So currently, when you're buying tokens, there we have 5% tax on that. So we are running tax discount to give something for the people as well to buy on a discounted price. And then our bot Deadshot. So currently on public beta testing. So feel free to please to visit that, try it, and if you have any suggestions, you can reach out to us. So we are very, we'll make time in order for us to understand your suggestions or comments about the project.
We're in Telegram like 24 hours a day. I mean, it's like
Yep.
nonstop. Like I have this hand, and then my Telegram hand. Like we're there, and this Cyrus is too.
And then the staking. All right. Would you like to?
Yeah, so I just one other thing, and the last thing is this: by holding Link's token, the multi rewards is that you have several ways of rewards, and then every weekend you get compensated for having Link's token. So that's not bad. 2023 achievements: accelerate innovation through Microsoft AI. Ship fast with essential tools, as it says, and technology with up to 150,000 USD Azure credit and Open AI. And then, of course, unblock barriers they're offering us with their expert guidance with unlimited one-on-one meetings with Microsoft experts. And once again, I just want to mention, I mean, there's different programs that are out there. Cyrus has been amazing to work with. He's been amazing in finding things and talking to people. And Microsoft, I think the Founders Hub, it's like 3% or something to get accepted. So that was like, when he told me, I was like, whoa, like that's very, very cool to be able to reach out to Microsoft one-on-one. And then as we go, we're sharing with you about Ticketmaster and the bots that we're looking to build. But you know, having Microsoft as accept us into their Founders Program and the Founders Hub to be able to talk with them, hey, how can we build more stuff from here? And you look at everything going on, that's really, I feel like an ace in our hole in our sleeve to work with and make sure we build this into a Links, just like what Links is, right? And just take off. That's our goal, but it's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh.
So this is coming soon. So this is the design. So we are releasing the virtual Visa card. So it's gonna be interesting. It's like try to trade and your profit, you can easily use that online. And then by January, we will be releasing the physical card. So we're connecting the Web 2 and Web 3 in a single space.
Yeah, and if I could just add one thing too. So if you have Links token, right, and you have Links and you're staking it and you've got it, is great. But every week you're getting rewards. What will happen with the debit card coming out, the virtual and then physical, you will be able to spend those rewards to get some coffee or get some whatever you want to get every single week. And so that's the whole thing, is to make the crypto accessible so that you can use it in your everyday life, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this opportunity as well. I know there are other projects, but if you want to have, if you want to enable Visa card, feel free to reach us out. We have this option to onboard you as well. So it's gonna be interesting. So it's like trade, snipe, and then spend it. So that's how easy it is gonna be.
Woo! Come on, let's give it up. Let's give it up. Seriously, thank you, everybody. We appreciate you being here. It means a lot.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Our next project will join us online live over Google Meet. Give us please 1 minute and then we go ready.
You guys just let me know when to start.
Yeah. Okay, you can start now. Thank you.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sorry guys, I think we're facing some technical difficulties, so I do apologize. There's a bit of lag, I think in the stream, at least coming to my side. So I do apologize if some stuff I say is kind of a bit mistimed. But yeah, first and foremost, I just want to thank Coinstore for hosting another Cryptalk, and Xin Chai to everyone in Hanoi. And I hope you guys are having a great time there. I do apologize if you hear like a baby crying in the background. I have to do from home tonight. But again, like I think it's really good to be here virtually with the community in Vietnam, and we at Ztrix are really happy to be sponsoring this series of Cryptalk, and maybe tonight just to share with you a little bit of our journey within Coinstore, but also kind of at large like ourselves as a blockchain. So Ztrix, we're a layer one blockchain, and we're a smart contract platform, but we don't aspire to be, I think, like a few, in the last generation of like Ethereum killer kind of chains. So we focus on a slightly different demographic, and it really started off by asking ourselves a question of how many people are really in crypto, how many people are really using blockchain, what are the biggest hurdles, and how do we get to a sizable number, right? And for us, that sizable number might be like a billion people. How do you get to the first billion? So I think a lot of the analysis out there kind of puts it at about 100 million people are really on blockchain. Obviously, more than 100 million wallets across many chains, but really it's about 100 million people. So blockchain by many accounts is really not that mainstream yet. And there are a few key hurdles here, but we're looking for like what's the impetus, right? What's the catalyst that will bring the next wave of innovation to make blockchain more mainstream? So the first is obviously that we believe it has to be more seamless. Not everybody can manage a wallet. Not everybody can manage smart contracts. And so I think if you've been following like Ethereum, you know that account abstraction is a relatively new development. And so we do believe that the long-term experience in crypto is much more like Web 2 than it really is like present-day Web 3. So we do believe that the next generation of applications will kind of factor this in and make the whole experience of using an app much more intuitive and much easier for the end user. With that said, we also know that like enterprises tend to use private chains, and this creates like a big problem, right? Because at scale in long term, private chains are really no different than just like a huge distributed centralized database, right? It's just kind of like having a repeat of the same database across many proprietary computers. So something there has to change, and we think that the impetus for that to change would be government. And so our company, or the company that started Ztrix, is MyEG. We've been building e-government services for the last 25 years. We're publicly listed in Malaysia. We are still like the most highest market cap listed company, listed digital services company in Malaysia. And we've had the last 20 years business in Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Kazakhstan, Bangladesh. So we know a little bit about working with governments. So really how it started was we kind of looked at like, which country has built a blockchain and has really effectively been able to roll it out at mass. So believe it or not, China, even though they may have like a zero tolerance policy for crypto, they're 100% affinity for blockchain. So China is the only country right now that has a public chain that's actually run at scale. And the network is called Singpo. That's their base level network. And Singpo amazingly does about 100 million transactions a day, which is far more than Ethereum's 1 million transactions a day at its peak, or even Bitcoin's $250 million transactions a day at Bitcoin's peak. So we do believe that the long-term growth potential in blockchain is really in what the kind of use cases that China has built, which are more industrial use cases, supply chain traceability, supply chain management, smart financing. So a lot of these things that can really help happen seamlessly, and also learning from the Chinese. It really happens without the need for the users to really learn everything about crypto or blockchain. So in 2021, we finalized and formalized a partnership with China to be the international gateway. So their chain remains domestic or onshore, and we essentially become the international gateway for data to go in and out of the Chinese blockchain. And that eventually became what is today Ztrix. And so Ztrix today, we go to other countries and we ask the governments if they want to build blockchain. Every government pretty much tells us, yes, we want to build blockchain, but we have no idea what it is. So you can't build it like the same way as how some other chains have built, because you need this like very large concerted effort with government counterparties. And so we have to lead with we have to the money and like lead with a real world use case that is meaningful for them. And luckily enough, China is the largest trading partner for the majority of countries in the world, especially in ASEAN. China definitely is the largest trading partner of Malaysia, and I believe that China is also the largest trading partner for Vietnam. So we start off with a cross-border use case, which is to expedite the import and export of goods across the Chinese border. And this is committed on-chain, on blockchain, and that's the product called Z-Trade. And we also marry this with banks. So banks also provide financing on the back of the transactions that they can access via Z-Trade on the blockchain. And so this, in our initial phase of rolling this out, we measured that, and we save basically 50% of the amount of time at the ports for the exporters into China, and that results in about 40% cost saving in port processes, which is meaningful, right? So with that, we continue to build with many countries. We publicly announced that we're building the national public chain for Malaysia. We've also announced a national partnership with the Philippines, starting with import-export. We have about 5 more countries that we will announce in the next couple of quarters. But we had a problem, right? We had a problem, which is that we wanted to balance this with also supporting the independent developer network, right? Or really just our community, whether enterprise or also independent developers. So the key problem was that people wanted to be able to buy the tokens off an exchange, even though we provided a native swap service. So we essentially what we did was we explored various opportunities, and the IEO, or initial exchange offering, was one of the key ways that we explored. We spoke to, I believe, like most of the top 50 IEO launchpads, either related or not related to an exchange. And eventually, our partnership with Coinstore was the most promising. And so at the end of October, which feels like a million years now, even though it's only been a couple of months, so I guess a couple of months in crypto feels like a long time in the real world. We did an IEO, or initial exchange offering, on the Coinstore launchpad. And initially, we aimed for a $5 million IEO, which in itself would have been the largest IEO on Coinstore. But we were very, very fortunate that it sold out well before the end of the 8-day IEO. So much so that we got a lot of complaints from people who couldn't get in early enough, that we decided to open up another 1 million in the offering. So we're very happy to kind of to report that, at the end of it, Ztrix listed after a $6 million IEO, which I believe today is still the largest IEO on Coinstore. And so we really value Coinstore as a partner, and we're really thinking together on with Coinstore and also other partners on how we're going to be able to expand this. And so it kind of brings me to a little bit of what we want to share about our plans going forward. We have a lot of developers who are interested, and also some who are already actively building. But we really want to aim for what we call build real, right? Or like hashtag build real, which is to kind of realize real world use cases, or to replace real world processes with blockchain. And so maybe a bit of a departure from DeFi, a bit of departure from kind of like the things that you've seen over the last couple of years, but really trying to build new things. And building new things is going to be pretty hard if it's just, us communicating on Telegram and just kind of, hope that it works. So very soon we're going to announce publicly that we're launching a global accelerator program. And right now we're in talks with regulators, government agencies, and also accelerator operators to cover some key markets, right? We really believe that Hong Kong is going to be a global epicenter for crypto, primarily because China is still a huge market, which for now you can't trade crypto, but Hong Kong will be kind of the sandbox for China. And if you look at a lot of on-chain activity, you know that still a lot of on-chain activity is driven by East Asian or, I think if I can be quite frank, like maybe Chinese money, which is no longer in China, right? Let's put it that way. So we're looking at that, and we're gonna launch a global program that has a few key governments, obviously Hong Kong being one of them, but a few key markets where we believe that our partnership with the government can allow you to build blockchain decentralized applications at scale, and hopefully even be able to leverage some existing government infrastructure. So I think that's the biggest thing that we're working on in 2024. I think we're only about like 14 days away from the turn of the new year, and it's a big task, right? Because we don't want to just be an accelerator. We want these applications to kind of change how people interface and use blockchain or even use crypto. And so for many of you out there who are in Hanoi, I have a lot of respect for the people of Vietnam. Vietnam has a huge digital economy and a great talent pool. We also work with a few Vietnamese developers ourselves. And so if any of you guys are there at the event, I'm sorry I can't see you, but we really appreciate working together with you for the last couple of years. So we're looking out for that. So if you're a community builder, or if you're a startup which is interested to kind of build within this space, of course, we would be super supportive of anyone who wants to build their own DeFi protocols on top of our chain. But even more so, if you want to build something which will impact a real world use case, whether it's like RWA, whether it's something kind of relatively new, like cross-border commerce or trade financing, we wanna have that conversation and figure out how we can best support you. So our focus really is kind of the East and Southeast Asian markets, because we believe that's where I think some key early adopter countries will be. And for various reasons, right? This is probably much easier for us to do than something in Europe or something in the US, primarily because of how governments do operate over there. It's a lot more top down in Southeast Asian countries, including East Asian countries like China and Japan, Korea. So we do believe that this is going to be kind of like the biggest opportunity for blockchain adoption. As much as we're a fan of decentralization, we are also respectful of the fact that you need some centralized actors to be able to push this forward, right? Maybe if I can touch a little bit on in closing of like some of the major things that we've just released. For the last 2 years or so, even before the IEO, we're primarily working on enterprise-driven use cases, as I shared, like very industrial use cases. But exactly a week ago, in fact, last Saturday, we launched the first international consumer-facing use case, which is the digital driver's license verification on blockchain. So today, if you have any friends in China and they're traveling out, they can apply for a digital version of their driver's license, and that's committed onto the Citrix Single blockchain. So it crosses over into our chain, and when they're outside of China, that's how their driver's license will be verified. So there's a QR code, you scan that, and then you can see that the driver's license is legitimate. It's issued by the government of China, and you only need this for verification, which is way better than any of the other systems that have happened before. And obviously verification is free because you're only reading information on a blockchain. So digital driver's licenses is a form of digital ID. And so we believe there's a huge opportunity in self-sovereign identity with verifiable credentials. So if any of you are developers out there and you've heard these terms, those are kind of like the key things that we want to build in terms of the foundational infrastructure in Citrix to be able to support developer communities. So if trying to get that layer of identity and VC or verifiable credential right, we believe will help tremendously in a lot of new apps to kind of solve problems with blockchain in ways that maybe we have imagined before, but hasn't really been able to go to scale, right? So yeah, I'm not sure if we do Q&A. I'm not even sure if that's feasible because of the stream. Right, and I'm just trying to work out what's happening on screen. So I guess there is like a transcription service. So maybe this is good for transcribing it to Vietnamese later, maybe. Yeah, but really from us at Ztrix, we once again we want to thank the organizers, Coinstore, for doing an amazing job. I believe Hanoi is a Cryptalk, one of the last few Cryptalks that we're doing together, and we'll do Jakarta next week. So we're really happy to connect with the community. We hope you guys have had a great time tonight. Again, just reach out to us. Ztrix.com is the website. Ztrix official is the Telegram chat, and that's where I think the majority of people are kind of chatting and meeting in the community. Please do join us there, and then reach out to us via any of the channels. Telegram, Twitter, and email are probably the best, and we'd love to hear from you and figure out if we can build some stuff together. Thank you so much.
Mình add thêm một chút nữa cho mọi người biết cái dự án Ztrix raise được trên IO Launchpad của Coinstore 6 triệu đô trong vòng một tuần. Giá list là 3 đô, hiện tại là vẫn là 10 phẩy mấy. Nghĩa là trong cái tháng này là họ giá của token đó là x3 rồi. Và bây giờ mình có một cái keynote speaker cũng là online cuối cùng.
Okay, thank you, Dato, for giving this online keynote speech.
Thank you to the Coinstore team for having me.
Do we have any online questions? No questions. Yeah, I think we do not have any questions on site here. Thank you so much for your time. Actually, we will flash your QR code, District's QR code later, and for the audience to follow. Thank you so much once again for your time, Dato.
You too. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend ahead, and yeah, we hope to connect with many of you in the future. Thank you.
Yep, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It's fine. Go ahead, please.
Great, thank you. I'm very happy to be there in Hanoi today. So greetings from Poland. I was in Hanoi a few months ago, so it's a pity that I cannot doing it in person. Today we'll talk about Brilliant, but in the first time we'll talk about the state of Web3 and the blocking points that all users are facing and that the future users will face if we don't do anything. So Brilliant is a smart wallet able to manage, transact, and integrate all your digital assets. And we also have a big brick of banking and on-off ramp. So about the state of Web3, as you maybe know, Web3 is complicated. So we are facing plenty of risk for users. We have hacks, as we saw recently with the Ledger thing. We have a lot of phishing also that is happening in this space. So this is very at risk, and today a user can lose everything by doing one mistake. The second thing is about gas fees. Personally, when I try to onboard some friends or family, and I explain them that getting full custody means also managing gas fees to transact, to enter in a pool, for example, liquidity pool, it's always an issue. Gas fees is a big issue. Users need to think about native token, and they always need to have some, otherwise they cannot interact anymore. Something else, another point, it's about fragmentation. So right now we have plenty of chains. If you want to chase the yield, you have to follow the chains to take the appropriate wallet for each chain, to understand how it works also sometimes, because the way it works is not the same everywhere, depending if it's EVM or not. So it's complicated for users. If they want to make a sale on a Solana, for example, and after that want to go in a pool in Ethereum, it's a big issue to have everything fragmented. Something else about onboarding. We have issues about onboarding Web2 users, and this is the biggest concern that we have today if we want mass adoption. If we want to onboard, as everybody say, the next billion user. Private key, probably the biggest issue. where do you store it, the risk represented by losing it. It's something that, let's say, a Web2 user, a normal user, a new beginner cannot apprehend or cannot accept. So of course, if you make the efforts, if you take the time, you can solve this, but it's still a pain for a lot of users. And some of them are just like, okay, it's too complicated, it's too risky for me. I cannot risk everything just relying on this mnemonic or private key. So this private key offers very low resiliency at the end of the day. You're always worried about it, and I'm pretty sure that in the audience you are thinking about it at least maybe once a week, I would say. We have also central exchange risk. So this is more about, let's say, regulations right now. You have a risk of banning in some region areas, and we saw it recently. You have the bankruptcy risk also, as we saw with FTX. So this is pretty complicated for users to manage it. Also, the rules are changing very often. Another point, sorry, I missed it, the fiat to crypto. So for every user, same thing. You want to enter in the Web3, you are Web2 users, how do you do it? So which method will you use? You can use a credit card, but you will face high fees and poor rate. You can use a central exchange, as I just said. So same thing, very complicated, a lot of possibilities, and also risk of phishing, because you can have some fake website that are offering you to top up your account, but they just want to take your credit card account. So all of this is making for Web2 user Web3 complicated. The last thing is about KYC. So if you want to, same thing, ramp on money, you need to do KYC. Every central exchange will ask for it above a certain amount. And it's always a process. And the question are, what if the rule change and I cannot access to my account? What about data privacy? And same thing, what about bankruptcy if the central exchange disappear? What about my data? So with Brilliant, we came with a solution. So the goal is to simplify the Web3, simplify it for every user, from let's say 7 to 77 years old. So we have let's say the easiest way to enter in the Web3, it's social login. So using your Twitter account, Discord account, Google, an address, a phone number, you can enter directly into Web3. No need to store a private key, no need to worry about it. Everything is happening using social login. So now you have a question as a user, okay, but if I lose my device, for example, I will need to recover my wallet. And this is where we are also innovating by offering a way to reconstruct your private key in the background using several social also. So you can create a scenario where you need, for example, a facial recognition plus your Google account plus a 2FA code that will come on your phone, for example, and you will be able to recover your wallet using that. So this is fully self-custodial. The key is just separated in several parts for each of these methods that you include in your scenario. A third thing, it's about hackers. So as I told you just before, you have a risk of seeing your wallet being drained. So for that, we also have implemented a way to limit the spending. So you can have a rule that is, for example, if there is a spending above $100, I want to validate it using 3 different socials. So I want to receive a 2FA code on my phone. I want to use my biometric, so my finger, for example, my fingerprint. And I want also to receive a code, a 2FA code on my Gmail address, for example. And the last thing to simplify Web3, so we are working with Nexera ID, which is the company that is helping us on the infrastructure side. And thanks to them, we are able to emit an on-chain proof about your KYC. So right now, with them, we are trying to build a standard that will let you use this KYC on every partners that are accepting it. So you just have to do your KYC once, and then you can open the data to a third party exchange, for example, or a Web3 project that needs some compliant stuff, and you can let them access to your KYC. And there is another point that we were talking just before. It's about the ramp on and ramp off. So we solved it using two different things. So the first thing is that we have integrated inside the app your bank account. We can integrate your bank account. So you can connect in a bank level safety. You can connect your bank account inside Brilliant and start to transact inside it. And what we do in parallel is offering a virtual IBAN. This virtual IBAN is on your name, which means that you will be able to transact from your bank account that is newly connected directly to this virtual IBAN that is on your name, which means that from end to end, you are the owner of your fiat money transiting. There is no risk. There is no risk of third parties that I just explained just before, a bankruptcy, a legal changement, or anything related to compliance, because now you are in full control of your ramp on or ramp off. So this is very interesting. We'll see some use cases after that you can also leverage. And the last thing is the gasless transaction, of course. So you connected your bank account, you converted your USD in a USDC, for example, or in any other currency, and now you want to enter in a liquidity pool. Same thing, if you have USDC, you need, if you are on Ethereum, some gas to do it. So we are managing the gas using gasless transactions. So we have a relayer that makes the full experience seamless for any users that want to be involved in Web3. So now let's talk about use cases. Because we have all of these things, we can offer very innovative products and features that would be very complicated without everything that I talked before, from social login to ramp on, but that now can be very easy. So you can have an offer of real world assets that can be available in 10 minutes only. With your US dollars that are in your bank account. So our goal is to make it accessible to everyone. So from watches, as you can see on the screen, to real estate, for example. What's very interesting also is that you can automate DCA if you're an investor, just by doing some recurring payment to this virtual IBAN. So every month you can say, I want to buy $200 of Ethereum. Then you will just program on your bank app or inside Brilliant, thanks to the banking connection. You will be able to say, I want to send $200 every month doing a DCA on Ethereum. And you will have an automated conversion, and this asset will be sent directly to your smart wallet that you have full custody. We are also working on a decentralized identity. So as I told you, we are pushing some on-chain proof using zero-knowledge technology. So now you can create a full identity that is decentralized. So you can add, of course, your KYC, as I just said, but also assets that you own. So you can, for example, using third-party proving that you own a home in France, for example, that you have this kind of car, that you have this kind of stocks, etc., etc. This decentralized identity will lead to hyper-personalization. Hyper-personalization will help every brand, regulated brand, that want to offer a sales to our users, for example, to have all the information they need. So let me give you an example. For example, we can imagine a company in France, a champagne company, that is doing a bottle sales, but they only accept people that are from France, for example, that are more than 18 years old and that own at least one luxurious good, which can be, for example, watches. And this will be the first time in the Web3 history that a third-party company can, in a decentralized way, target specific users. And this is a game changer in the Web3 space, because you can leverage your identity, you can leverage the ownership that you have in assets to access in other sales that are on chain. So thanks to that, all of the things that we are building, we make the seamless experience possible in the Web3. Right now, it's already live. You can test it. We are in a beta state right now. We will release very soon the V1 of the app. You can test it. We have also an airdrop that is ongoing, an airdrop campaign that you can check in our website or in our Medium. Yeah, and that's pretty it. If you have some question, I will be very happy to answer you. You can join our Telegram, of course. That is also on our website. Thank you very much.
Thank you everybody for being here. If you're still hungry, outside we still have some food left. Juice, beer. Yeah, thank you for having us today. I think everybody already went outside anyway. You can network, you can eat, drink, and yeah, enjoy yourself. Thank you.